And now we've moved from outside the beautiful day that we've got at St George's Park, and we're here in the chapel at St George's for all those that don't recognise it. And we're just going to share with you a reading from the Old Testament, and then Stuart's going to share some of his harvest thoughts. So from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 26. When you've entered the land of the Lord, your God has given you as an inheritance, and take possession of it and settle in it. Take some of the first fruits of all that you produce from the soil of the land, and the Lord your God is giving you, and put them in a basket. Then go to the place the Lord your God will choose as a dwelling for his name, and say to the priest in the office at that time, I declare today to the Lord your God that I've come to the land the Lord swore to our ancestors and gave us. He brought us to this place and gave us this land, a land flowing with milk and honey. And now I bring the first fruits of the soil that you, the Lord, have given me. Place the basket before the Lord your God and bow down before him. Then you and the Levites and the foreigners residing among you shall rejoice in all the good things the Lord your God has given you and your household.
Well, we're at that time of the year when across villages and towns throughout the country, people will give thanks to God for the harvest, for crops and for provisions. We recognise the hard work and the long hours that farmers and their families have put in to giving us such wonderful crops from which we'll make such a great variety of foods. Farmers have been on a long journey of many months of hard work, and so we give thanks for what they and God has given us. In our Bible reading today from the Old Testament, God's people, the Israelites, have also been on a long and hard journey. They've left a very hard and difficult life in Egypt, where their lives were just not good, where they've been treated badly, and where their rights have been taken from them. They've actually been in a place that they didn't want to be in. But many years later, they've made a long journey through life to a better place. It's a place where they want to live. It's a place where they have their rights back again. And when they get there, they work hard in producing a harvest. The amazing thing is that it's a great harvest. And God says to them, when you get your harvest, give thanks to me for it. God says to them, remember the journey from the hard place of Egypt to the place where things are better, and give thanks to God for it. And so the harvest reminds them of a journey, the journey of life. Our lives can be a bit like the story of harvest in our Bible reading today. We can find ourselves on a journey from a hard place, where things are difficult and where we may not want to be. But we know from our Bible reading today that the hard part of the journey is not the end of the story of our lives. A better time will come. We won't always be in the hard place we may find ourselves in just now. Things will get better. Life won't always look like this. And God reminds us through the story of harvest that when things do get better, when life doesn't look how it might look just now, and when our life produces good things, God encourages us and reminds us to come back and give him thanks. So our lives are a lot like harvest. And so today we give thanks for crops, for food, and for all the wonderful things we can share with others. But we also ask God to bring us through the hard times of the journey of life, and to bring us to a place where we will see good things for which we can say thanks to God. And so the story of harvest is a story of hope. And hope today is there for us all. There is hope for our lives. And so we wish you